So guys, we're here on the, what hole?
Seventh here.
Seventh hole, yeah.
The newest hole here.
Yeah, it's pretty, like you can see behind us.
It's actually, honestly, a hole, without sounding disrespectful, it doesn't suit the course at all, but I love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love this hole.
Best hole on the course. It's completely different to the rest of the course, so I can see how some people might not like it for that reason. But it's the best kept because it's probably new. That's right. It's got fairway bunkers on the side, like big sort of shallow things.
And honestly, it's a hole that makes me want to come here and play. Yeah. So it can't be a bad thing.
But it's got power lines, which is good, you know, because there's one thing I like at this course is more power lines. Free
relines. It's like free refills at Hungry Jack's. They took that shit away. Move over that one bit. I was creeping over.
Oh yeah.
We'll talk about Wantima right now. So we paid $53 for a car Monday to Friday. I think that jumps up to 58 on a Saturday, Sunday. Okay. Now, I would say it's a bit more on the expensive side, but that's their full rack rate. That's off their website. So they have specials. I think you get a lunch and a drink, but I don't think there was anything. There was nothing on there today for that. No. So based on that, look, I'm not too unhappy with paying $53. The cart is where it's at. That's where the money is. I think it was $34 to walk 18 holes, which is actually cheaper than St. Lucia. I think St. Lucia's 38.
Yeah, exactly. 40, and I classify this as a city course. It's not out of the city. It's still within its suburbs. So you're up against Gales, Oxley. This is the other side of town though. So you're sort of in that price range. Nudgey. So that's what it's up against. Yeah. Virginia. Even.
Yeah.
You know, like it's up against those things. And what's the membership, like 1,100 or just a bit less?
1,030 with a $350 nomination fee. That's for full 7-day nomination fees. I'll tell you what.
Don't
Honestly,
get me started.
If you're willing to pay $1,000 to play golf, that should be your nomination fee right there. I think it's 2017 already. The nomination fees, granted, Royal Queensland, because that's where they're making a lot of the money to keep the prestigious crap going, because it's 10 grand nomination fee. Yeah. But honestly, I think most courses have almost abolished it, because if membership is going negative, then adding that type of thing to come in is not going to keep it positive.
No. So getting more numbers coming to your course, Business 101 is always going to be better. Yeah. You know, like if you've got to sacrifice a bit in the upfront. Yeah.
Charging less keeps you busy. Charging more keeps you a lot more time on your hands. Yeah. And once you start getting that more prestigious factor, maybe then start charging more. But
I think a lot of golf courses get stuck in the trap that they think most of their money comes from green fees. Yeah. It doesn't. It comes from everything they sell, memberships, comp days, and so you just got to get the members here, and they'll be spending on other things.
What do you think about it? 500 members here paying $1,000. That's $500,000. That pays for 3 or 4 greenkeepers, pays for 2 or 3 guys in the pro shops and bar stuff, and then that's your bread and butter, isn't it? Yeah. If you play Monopoly, that's the bank. So,
so Wantima, what I thought of it. Brian used to be a member here. This is my I've been here before, but this is my first real look at it when it's in its peak condition. It's green areas. The fairways are a bit rough until you get to landing zones. Cart paths are horrible. There's a bit of a funky smell. There's power lines everywhere, which is, for me, irritating, but I can see how you get used to it, and it just wouldn't be a problem. I can see how some people go, you shouldn't let that distract you. Well, no, it doesn't, but it affects the aesthetics, and part of playing at a better golf course, because this you're paying more money, is the aesthetics of it. So for me, that affects the overall experience. Members probably able to tune that out, and they might like the flow of the golf course. Some of the holes are really jinky, but every course has those. It does flow well. It sort of seems like you just zigzag the whole course. You're up, then back, up, then back, up, then back. Well, which is a bit irritating, because you're into wind, then you're against it. Then you're in, you're against it.
Would you agree back 9 is definitely better?
Yes, definitely.
When it comes to the course layout, what you're playing, what you're doing. Front 9, 1 par 3, 8 par 4s. Yeah. Back 9, 2 par 5s, 2 par 3s, rest par 4s. But you've got your long par 4 and your short par 4.
I like how you start on the back too, because you start with a par 3. Yeah. It's the course is set up well in how you start off with a par 4 on the front, and then it swaps and changes holes, like par 3 to par 4 to par 5 well. The back 9 is definitely better for me. For the price we paid, it's $53. Yeah. You take $15 to $20 off that for a cart, so it's mid-30s sort of round walking. Yeah. That's comparable to Gales and those other courses that I said. I think that's a decent price for this. I like the course. It's nice and green. The greens aren't big. They're sort of modest, not small, but they're modest. And they run well. They've just been scarified, but they do still run well. Yeah. What do you think?
Look, I'll be honest. I'll base it $34 to walk the course. I'd be happy to pay that.
Yep.
Because nothing's out of action. There's no temporary greens. You know, like so many times you go to courses and, oh, by the way, that's shut and here off here. I'd pay that for the cart, $53. I'm relatively happy with that because I know that's the worst case it's going to be.
Yep.
There's, you know, I think if we played Tuesday afternoon at 3 o'clock, I think you pay $28 with the cart, unlimited golf, and that's fine. Oh, look, value for money, probably 8.5, 9 out of 10. Would you out of 10 or out of 5?
Oh, no, 10.
Out of 10. But course itself, I mean.
So I'd call that good value sort of category. Yeah. It's not medium. It's not average.
It's not Ipswich where $49 you get 2 players, a cart, lunch, and a drink, and 50% shareholder on the course. You know, like
I think it's priced well.
It's priced well. Yeah. I think course itself. Look, honestly, I ran into a few mates in the car park and they said this is not in a great condition. And honestly, to me, it's better right now than when I was a member here in 1999 and then 2005 and 6. If I'm going to grade this like Gales, if this was in its best condition and Gales was in its best condition, Gales would beat it.
Yeah.
But it's hard to say. I'd probably give it maybe an 8 out of 10 for condition, mainly because there is a few other things. Like you were saying, a few of the bunkers weren't, you know, just a few things here and there. But I think you get that with these kind of city courses where the further away you get from a clubhouse, the more dicey certain areas get, bar this hole, because it's the newest one. But
I find that the natural dirt is quite sort of rocky and hard.
Yeah.
So you can tell where they put their money into sort of fertilising and watering, and obviously they built it up with soil. They can't do that to the whole course. So
Tees and greens,
you get your landing zone to the green, that's good.
Yeah.
But before that looks like shit.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. Look, I like your ratings on price. I'd say this is good value at an 8.
Yeah.
But I'd give the course a rating 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
And that's what I'd say. That's where it's at, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's just where I think it's at.
Well, I think I'd probably give an extra point because I used to be a member here. So I think it's hard for me to grade something I used to be a member of. I look at a different shade of light. Yeah. And I think, you know, if we went to Nudgee and I was a member there 10 years ago, I'd probably help it along too. But yeah, I mean, look, honestly, there's a lot of things I could do here to make it better. Without knocking the course, this place always seems to feel like they're kind of better than they are, if that makes sense. Like sometimes you get... Pine Rivers knows that they're not a go track, but they know that's what the course is. They know... Yeah. I mean, if you're struggling to get a member to join for $299 for 18 months, you know you're in a bit of trouble.
So that's our review, guys. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that bell to get all of our stuff first. Tell us what you think of this course. We want to read your comments. We love reading your comments. Brian gave it an 8, I gave it a 7. Let's call it a 7.5. That's comparable to North Lakes.
That's right.
Thanks for watching, guys. Reviews.
North Lakes comparable. That's not a bad way to